Hello everyone. Today's video is about 20 different types of finches. In this video, small information is provided for every type of finch. The zebra finch is the most common estrilded finch of Central Australia and ranges over most of the continent, avoiding only the cool moist south and some areas of the tropical far north. It can also be found natively in Indonesia and East Timor. The bird has been introduced to Puerto Rico and Portugal. Zebra finches inhabit a wide range of grasslands and forests, usually close to water. They are typically found in open steppes with scattered bushes and trees, but have adapted to human disturbances. The zebra finch breeds after substantial rains in its native habitat, which can occur at any time of the year. Birds in captivity are ready to breed year-round. The life expectancy of a zebra finch is highly variable, because of genetic and environmental factors. The zebra finch may reach up to 5 years in its natural environment. If they are kept caged, they normally live for 5 to 9 years, but may live as long as 12 years. The blue-naped Chlorphania is a colorful South American species of bird in the family Fringillidae. It was formerly placed in the Thropid. It is generally fairly common. A small, plump, mainly green bird. The underparts are yellow, and the mantle/lower nape, rump, and eye ring are blue. Some subspecies have a yellow front lip. Females are duller than the males, with underparts more greenish-yellow and less blue to the mantle/lower nape. All populations are associated with humid forest, but locally, it also occurs in nearby gardens and parks, especially in the Atlantic forest region. Most populations are found in subtropical highlands, but it occurs down to near sea level in the Atlantic forest region. The diamond firetail is a species of estrilded finch that is endemic to Australia. The diamond firetail is a finch that has a fiery red bill, eyes, and rump. Just below the throat, it has a thick black band that extends horizontally until it reaches the lower part of the wings, which are also black with white spots. There is also a black eye band that starts at the beak and ends right at the eye. The bird's tail is also black. The rest of the wings are a slightly tan, light brown color. Its head and back is light gray, and its belly and chin are white. The color of the egg is also white. This bird is considered one of the smallest of the finches. The behavior is aggressive to other birds. They will kill other weak birds, and that is why one should keep grass finches with them. In the wild, they eat ripe or partially ripe fruits and their seeds. They also eat some insects and their larvae. The birds spend a significant amount of time on the ground finding seeds and insects. The Barmbling is a small passerine bird in the finch family Fringillidae. It has also been called the cock o' the north and the mountain finch. The Barmbling is similar in size and shape to a common chaffinch. Breeding plumaged male bramblings are very distinctive, with a black head, dark upperparts. The double-barred finch is an estrilded finch found in dry, savanna, tropical dry grassland, and shrubland habitats in northern and eastern Australia. They are sometimes referred to as big-nose finch, and also as owl finch, owing to the dark ring of feathers around their faces. This is a 10 to 11 centimeters long Munia-like finch with a white face bordered with black, brown upperparts and throat, and white underparts. The throat and underparts are separated by another black line. The wings are patterned in brown and white. The sexes are similar, but juveniles are duller and browner. A less common subspecies with brown or black underparts is known to exist. The call is a soft tet or a louder p, and the song is a soft flute. The tricolored Munia is an estrilded finch, native to India, Sri Lanka, and southern China. The species was also introduced to Jamaica, Puerto Rico, and Venezuela. This species, like the chestnut Munia, has been known as the black-headed Munia. Immature birds have pale brown upperparts, lack the dark head found in adults, and have uniform buff underparts that can be confused with immatures of other munias, such as the scaly-breasted munia. The tricolored munia is a small gregarious bird which feeds mainly on grain and other seeds. It inhabits wet grassland habitats. It may also be found in tropical lowland moist forest habitats. The orange weaver is a species of bird in the Closidae family. Closius aurantius can reach a length of about 12.5 millimeters, including the tail dot. These birds exhibit sexual dimorphism, and plumage also varies seasonally. During breeding or nuptial season, the male has a black beak, a small patch of black skin in front and behind the eyes, making the eyes look oval in shape, and brown wings. The rest of the plumage is a brilliant red to orange in color. Bill is pale and slender, while eyes are reddish-brown or pale gray. Outside of breeding season, the males sport plumage that is considerably more drab, brown overall with some dark streaks and a cream-colored belly. The females have the same plumage year-round, which resembles that of the off-season males. The orange weaver is commonly kept in aviculture. They are quite hardy for small birds. Like all finches, they should be kept in groups. Because of their active nature, these finches should be housed in large aviaries. The long-tailed paradise, Whydah or eastern paradise Whydah is a small brown sparrow-like bird of eastern Africa, from eastern South Sudan to southern Angola. During the breeding season the male molts into breeding plumage that consists of a black head and back, rusty brown breast, bright yellow nape, and buffy white abdomen with broad, elongated black tail feathers up to 36 centimeters. Males and females are almost indistinguishable outside of the breeding season. It is a brood parasite to the green-winged Petelia. Male long-tailed paradise Whyddahs imitate the song of the male green-winged Petelia. The Whydah chicks are larger and louder than the host chicks, so the foster parents will give them more attention than their own chicks. Although difficult to breed in captivity because of their brood parasitic nature, these finches, particularly the males, are sold as pets in the United States and other countries. The green-winged Petelia is a common species of estrilded finch found in Africa. It has an estimated global extent of occurrence of 6 million square kilometers. It is widespread throughout sub-Saharan Africa, though it is more rarely seen in central, far southern and coastal western parts of the continent. It has two subspecies groups, nominate Melba in the south, and the northerly superior, which are sometimes treated as separate species. Usually, additional subspecies are recognized within these two groups. Origin and phylogeny has been obtained by Antonio Arnaiz Villena et al. Estrildon may have originated in India and dispersed thereafter towards Africa and Pacific Ocean habitat. The yellow-fronted canary, also called yellow-eyed canary, is a small passerine bird in the finch family. It is known elsewhere, and in aviculture, as the green singing finch. The yellow-fronted canary was formerly placed in the genus Serinus, but phylogenetic analysis using mitochondrial and nuclear DNA sequences found that the genus was polyphyletic. The genus was therefore split, and a number of species, including the yellow-fronted canary, were moved to the resurrected genus. This bird is a resident breeder in Africa south of the Sahara Desert. Its habitat is open woodland and cultivation. It nests in trees, laying 3 to 4 eggs in a compact cup nest. The yellow-fronted canary is 11 to 13 centimeters in length. The adult male has a green back and brown wings and tail. The underparts and rump are yellow, and the head is yellow with a gray crown and nape, and black mola stripe. The female is similar, but with a weaker head pattern, and duller underparts. Juveniles are grayer than the female, especially on the head. The yellow-fronted canary is a common, gregarious seed-eater. The Cuban grassland is a small bird formerly placed with the imbrisit. It is now recognized as a tanager closely related to Darwin's finches. It is found in Bahamas, Cuba, and Turks and Caicos Islands. Its natural habitats are subtropical or tropical moist lowland forests, subtropical or tropical moist montane forests, subtropical or tropical dry shrubland, and heavily degraded former forest. The red-throated twinspot or Peters is twinspot. Hypardos niveaugatatus is a common species of bird found in sub-Saharan Africa. This species has a large range, with an estimated global extent of occurrence of 2 million square kilometers. It is commonly seen in Angola, Burundi, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Kenya, Malawi, Mozambique, Namibia, Rwanda, Somalia, South Africa, Tanzania, Zambia and Zimbabwe. The status of the species is evaluated as least concern. The scaly-breasted Munia, or spotted Munia, known in the pet trade as spice finch, is a sparrow-sized estrilded finch native to tropical Asia. A species of the genus Lonchura, it was formally described and named by Carl Linnaeus. Its name is based on the distinct scale-like feather markings on the breast and belly. The adult is brown above and has a dark conical bill. The species has 11 subspecies across their range and differs slightly in size and color. This Munia eats mainly grass seeds apart from berries and small insects. They forage in flocks and communicate with soft calls and whistles. The species is highly social and may sometimes roost with other species of Munias. This species is found in tropical plains and grasslands. Breeding pairs construct dome-shaped nests using grass or bamboo leaves. The species is endemic to Asia and occurs from India and Sri Lanka east to Indonesia and the Philippines. It has been introduced into many other parts of the world, and feral populations have established in Puerto Rico and Hispaniola as well as parts of Australia and the United States of America. The bird is listed as of least concern by the International Union for Conservation. The Gouldian Finch, also known as the Lady Gouldian Finch, or the rainbow finch, is a colorful passerine bird endemic to Australia. Gouldian finches are about 13 to 14 centimeters long. Gouldian finches' heads may be red, black, or yellow. Formerly considered 3 different kinds of finches, it is now known that these are Kalau variants that exist in the wild. Selective breeding has also developed mutations blue, yellow, and silver instead of a green back in both body and breast color. The grassland yellow finch Cichlis luteala is a small passerine bird. Despite its name, it is not a finch, but is a seed-eater. These were formerly united with the buntings and American sparrows in the imbrisit, but are now known to be tanagers. It is a resident in tropical South America, from Colombia south and east to the Guianas and central Ecuador, Peru and Brazil. The grassland yellow finch, as its name implies, is found in fields and other open grassland. The female lays 3 brown speckled pale, blue-green eggs in a grassy cup nest in tall grass, and several pairs may breed close to each other in suitable areas. The grassland yellow finch is about 12 centimeters long and weighs 13 grams. Grassland yellow finches eat seeds and insects, and are usually seen in pairs or small groups. Parrot finches are small, colorful passerine birds belonging to the genus Eithura in the family Estrildid, the estrildid finches. They occur from Southeast Asia to New Guinea, northern Australia and many Pacific islands. They inhabit forest, bamboo thickets and bassland, and some can be found in man-made habitats, such as farmland, parks and gardens. Several species are commonly kept as cage birds. They are 9 to 15 centimeters long. The plumage is usually mainly green. Most species have blue or red markings on the head and a red rump and tail. The tail is pointed and often fairly long. Seeds, especially those of grasses, comprise the bulk of the diet. Some parrot finches also feed on fruit and small insects. Many species forage in flocks, keeping in contact with high-pitched calls. 3 species, the green-faced, royal, and pink-billed parrot finches, are classed as vulnerable to extinction because of habitat loss and degradation. The blue waxbill, also called southern blue waxbill, and Angola cordon bleu, is a common species of estrilded finch found in southern Africa. It is also relatively commonly kept as an aviary bird. The blue waxbill has powder blue face, breast, rump, and flanks with pale brown upperparts. They measure 12-13 centimeters. The Java sparrow, also known as Java finch, is a small passerine bird. This estrilded finch is a resident breeding bird in Java, Bali, and Bovian in Indonesia. It is a popular cage bird, and has been introduced in a large number of other countries. Some taxonomists place this, and the Timor sparrow in their own genus Whydah. The Java sparrow is about 15 to 17 centimeters in length from the beak to its tip of tail feathers. The adult is unmistakable, with its gray upperparts and breast, pink belly, white cheek, black head, red eye ring, pink feet, and thick red bill. Both sexes are similar. Immature birds have brown upperparts and pale brown underparts, and a plain head. Very young birds have a black beak with a pink base. Molecular phylogeny indicates that this species may have originated in India and dispersed to Africa and Pacific Ocean habitats from there. The red Avadavad, or strawberry finch, is a sparrow-sized bird of the family Estreldidae. It is found in the open fields and grasslands of tropical Asia and is popular as a cage bird due to the colorful plumage of the males in their breeding season. It breeds in the Indian subcontinent in the monsoon season. This small finch is easily identified by the rounded black tail and the bill that is seasonally red. The Atlantic canary is known worldwide simply as wild canary. It is also called the island canary, or common canary, is a small passerine bird belonging to the genus Serinus in the finch family. Wild birds are mostly yellow-green, with brownish streaking on the back. The species is common in captivity, and a number of kalau varieties have been bred. The wild Atlantic canary can range from 10 to 12 centimeters in length, with a wingspan of 21 to 23.7 centimeter. The male has a largely yellow-green head and underparts with a yellower forehead and face. The lower belly and undertail coverts are whitish, and there are some dark streaks on the sides. The upper parts are gray-green with dark streaks, and the rump is dull yellow.